poprzednim odcinku.
If I pick anything up, it's all yours.
Rozpuszczalnik. Moi drodzy, kontynuujemy naszą przygodę w Starfieldzie, którego mam nadzieję przywitacie kciukiem w górę. No i pamiętajcie o tym, że mogą wystąpić spoilery fabularne, jako że prawdopodobnie wrócimy do fabuły, bo chciałbym, żebyśmy zakończyli wątek strażników, a potem zabrali się trochę za fabułę. Są jeszcze rzeczy, które chciałbym wam zaprezentować i którymi chciałbym, żebyśmy się zajęli.
These mechs were some of the deadliest instruments of war created by mankind. It's a relief that they've been outlawed by the armistice.
Tak mówisz? Pali się o tej roboty, widzę. Czyżby wejście do fabryki jednak nie prowadzi o tędy? Sprzeda się dzika. Tu i pod ziemię, prawda?
Nobody's here. Oh, this is not a good sign.
Marshal Blake must be getting desperate sending a lone deputy out here. But I'll give credit where it's due. You're a hell of a pilot. If you came here seeking justice, it's waiting for you inside.
Powinien być zaniepokojony? Holy shit. O kurde.
Well, I suppose they're not going to need it anymore.
Z czego do mnie walisz?
You're dead! You hear me?
Ej. I po wszystkim. Już do wyjścia z windą. Teraz się przekonamy. Fabryka mechów.
I'm a man of action. I've got no use for lies. So when I tell you that you're being manipulated, you know I'm telling the truth. You think the Council of Governors really cares about anything but themselves? They're greedy and corrupt. You're a tool in the hands of the unworthy, just like I once was. I was loyal. I followed orders, and I led good men and women to their deaths. I'll carry the stain of that dishonor to my grave.
Engage in hot down!
Ah! 300 wrogich ludzi, o proszę. Dobre staty. O kurde bera. Dużo was. Chlebek biorę. Sprzedaż. No i trzeba dojechać tam, nie? wierzę. Pioro bez opamiętania. Debela. Ktoś właśnie tam skoczył do lawy. Wydawało mi się, że ktoś zeskoczył do lawy. Kurde, ich jest tam więcej. Piorą nie zastanawiają się. Dobra. Dobra, zaraz ich załatwimy w takim razie. Sara, jesteś? Jesteś. No i dobra. Szybko poszło. Zaskakująco szybko, chyba się nie spodziewali, nie? Takiego dojazdu.
The first cavalry was the greatest fighting force the Freestar Collective has ever seen. At the Battle of Mira, the first cavalry was destroyed. Why? Because the generals got scared and asked for a truce. I've got no sympathy for cowards or for the people who put them in power. I've also got no sympathy for those who do their bidding.
Czemu? Były robaki. Pychotka, okej. Certyfikacja pistoletu na maksa. Poszedł mi metody badawcze. Chciałbym się nauczyć tworzenia paru rzeczy. To się głównie broni, nie?
Someone there.
Dobra. Major Paxton Hull przeprowadzi inspekcję placówki, okej. Legendarny karabin. I bardzo trudne drzwi, z którymi zwykle radzimy sobie tip-top. I okaże, czy to był dobry pomysł. I tak, super. A jednak był. Przewód 0. będziemy brali kontrabandy. O kurna. Bum. Jedziesz, panie robot.
I'm hit. When you do that.
Trzymasz się? Mam nadzieję, że się trzymasz. O nie, wziąłem jakieś gówno, okej. O kurde, Sara pofrunęła.
Not gonna last much longer.
Co ja za mocą blokowaną? Jakąś moc inną sobie odpaliłem chyba. Reaktywna osłona, właśnie, jako grawitacyjny. Okej. Beznadziejna ta moc. Coś ciekawego? To tylko skrót. To tylko skrót.
Find anything useful?
Owszem, od cholery rzeczy.
You come here seeking justice? Well, what about justice for my soldiers? Minutes away, minutes from winning the battle and the war, when the ceasefire order came down. Now there's a debt of honor, and the people...
Spokojnie, dam radę.
I can't believe the scope of the operation the FC was running here. It's a miracle that the fighting ended at all.
Trudny uchwyt na broń. Czyżby? Bo ja myślę, że łatwy. Tylko odpowiednio trzeba do niego mieć podejście. Ha. Okej. No i dobra. Pokonaj najemników i Pakistana Hula, okej. Boga święta ziemia. Czyli to jednak do rozmów. Dobra, to jedyna moc jaka wychodzi tutaj na dobre mnie, to jest pole grawitacyjne.
O kurde bele.
To mocno oberwałem. Najemników trzeba pokonać, okej. Nie podnoś się, Paxton. Kurde, to są rzeczy. Trzeba je podnieść. Nigdy nie wiadomo. Karmazynowa chata, zupełnie jak karmazynowe imperium. Auć. Jeszcze gdzieś jest jeden wróg?
Hostile in area.
Porozmawiaj z Paxtonem Hallem.
I can't believe it. You just took on some of the best mercenaries in the Freestar Collective and cut right through them. If we'd have had more like you in the war, we could have planted our flag in New Atlantis.
Wojna się skończyła dawno temu.
Not the way it should have. Of course, I can't expect you to understand what we sacrificed, what we lost. You don't know what it's like to look around and see the faces of warriors who trusted you to lead them as they die screaming. I watched brave men and women torn limb from limb by monsters. I saw mech pilots cooked alive in their cockpits as their machines burned. Those deaths didn't have to be meaningless, but spineless leaders gave up on us even when victory was within our grasp.
We've both seen our share of hell. It's whether or not we allow those awful memories to consume our souls that defines who we are.
You have no right to judge me.
Kto i dlaczego wynajął pierwszy, by zajęła ziemię farmerów?
You really want to know? Because you might not like the answer.
Hope, prawda?
Last chance, deputy. You can walk away right now and remain blissfully ignorant, thinking you fight for a noble cause.
To był Hope.
But if you still want the truth, I'll shatter that illusion for you right now.
Cokolwiek masz do powiedzenia. Poradzę sobie z tym.
We'll see about that. Not long after I started the first, I was contacted by a man who said he represented someone wealthy and influential. I refused to work for a shadow client, so we agreed to set up a meeting.
Imagine my surprise when Ron Hope showed up. He offered me a lucrative contract to take possession of certain farms throughout Freestar space.
That's quite an accusation.
A ty zaakceptowałeś kontrakt.
Sure I did. The money was good, but the payback was the real reward. If I could avenge my men, make some credits, and eventually expose a member of the council, well, that, my friend, is my definition of justice.
Aresztuję cię.
Don't bother.
We're trying to take you in quietly. Violence is not the answer, Major.
I'm gonna make this easy for you, Deputy. I'm gonna die the way I lived. Weapon in hand, no compromise, no fear. But first, here, take this. Use it to cut out the weakness rotting at the heart of the Freestar Collective. When the next war comes, and it will come, the Collective needs to be strong. Now my unit's waiting for me, and I'm gonna report for duty one last time. Goodbye, Deputy.
No to dałeś mi to, jakbyś mnie zabił, to co? Dobra. To wychodzimy. Ale jaja. I co teraz? Gdzieś musi być, tylko gdzie? Magazynie go szukać?
That's very generous, Mr. Hope.
It's well earned, Burkett.
As long as you keep the
We set some ambitious quotas, and you met every one.
Well, I won't pretend it was easy, but everyone pulled together and we got it done.
I'll let you share the good news, whenever and however you like.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Something more you need, Deputy? Good to see you again. Well, I've just received a report from the Marshal about your progress. He said you had a promising lead on the mercenaries who stole my ship. I trust you're here with good news?
Udało mi się, dowiedzieć coś bardzo interesującego.
Did you now? Well, don't keep me in suspense.
Niestety Paxton Hull obciążył cię winą za spisy przeciw kolektywowi Wolnych Gwiazd. To koniec hołdu, że zdrobniłeś pierwszą.
Oh, that's one hell of an accusation, Deputy.
Zachował twoje instrukcje, aby wykorzystać jako dowód przeciwko tobie.
I see. I'm impressed, Deputy. It's clear you have a bright future ahead of you.
What's going on? What is this about, Mr. Hope?
Nothing that concerns you, Burkett. In fact, why don't you make yourself scarce?
I think I'd like to hear what the deputy has to say.
Powiedz mi o wszystkim. Chcę znać wszystkie szczegóły, zanim cię zatopię skrzynię.
Just hear me out, and you'll see. I had a good reason for what I did. The truth is, we've been falling behind the competition. Significantly so. We needed solutions. A few years ago, I began to diversify. We started to research chemicals, fuel, those sort of things. We developed an experimental fertilizer. And it failed utterly. It wiped out entire crops. I was prepared to write the whole thing off when we made a discovery that changed everything. Turns out, our fertilizer was transforming the soil, bolstering its mineral content tenfold.
Więc wykorzystałeś nieświadomych farmerów do przekształcenia gleby.
Mining is expensive, and so is the cost of raw materials. My mineral-enriching fertilizer solves several problems at once. The farmers provide free manual labor, and once the land is ready, we move in to extract and process the soil.
So those farmers poisoned themselves, and you ended up reaping profits. How can you even live with yourself?
It's nothing personal. It's just good business. I don't expect you to understand.
Zniszczyłeś ludziom życie, żeby osiągnąć zysk.
Look, I'll level with you. We're falling behind the competition. The hardworking people of this town depend on me for their livelihoods, and I won't let them down. Cutting my costs means saving their jobs.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. How could you do something so awful to innocent people, to families?
Not another word out of you, Birgit. I can take your job and more. We'll discuss this later. In any case, I suppose the gig is up. I give you my word that I'll call off the operation and return the land to its rightful owners.
Ha. A ludzie, których zabiły twoje opłacone cyngle, co z nimi?
You're right, of course. Something must be done. I'll set up a fund to handle funeral expenses and take care of any surviving family members. We'll do this the right way. I give you my word.
Operacja kończy się tu i teraz.
Like I said, I give you my word. Besides, the work was just about done. With that resolved, let's talk about you. As a member of the Council of Governors, I'm authorized to award you a substantial bonus. And of course, we'll both agree to forget about my little cost-cutting endeavor.
Oddasz się w ręce sprawiedliwości, a powiadomię wszystkim szeryfa.
Well, let's not be too hasty, Deputy. There's something else you need to consider. I'll do what's necessary to protect my company and my employees. If you tell anyone about this, you're risking their livelihoods. Do you really want to put all these people out of work and make their families suffer?
Nie próbuj zwalać tego na mnie, Hope.
Well, I'm afraid there's no avoiding it. The past can't be changed, but the future is very much in your hands, Deputy. You put me away, and this company will fall apart. You'll have destroyed far more lives than I did. I'll make myself very plain. I won't let you jeopardize my reputation, this company, or the people who work for me. If that means you suffer an unfortunate incident at the hands of my security personnel, so be it. I'm important. You're nothing.
You're not actually threatening to attack a Freestar Ranger, are you?
You're a despicable man, Hope. And I hope you get exactly what you deserve.
Łapówki i groźby na mnie nie działają.
Such a shame to see a promising career cut so tragically short.
Gonna make you pay. Still don't understand how you can harness that type of power.
cóż. A gdzie jest Bridget?
Ever
Nie wiem.
since we talked about the Battle of Cassiopeia, I can't get what happened out of my mind.
Dało się wierzyć, że wciąż nie daje ci to spokoju.
Was it that obvious? I thought I could handle these memories, but until I return to Cassiopeia, I'll never be able to put this to rest.
Pozwól, że ci pomogę.
I would like that. Actually, I need that. One problem, though. Pinpointing the crew's shuttle wreckage is going to be like trying to find a grain of salt in a sandbox. I think we need to start by locating my old campsite on Cassiopeia 1.
Miałeś szczęście, że dotarłaś w bezpieczne miejsce.
Lucky. Compared to my crew, I hit the goddamn jackpot. Still, I'll never forget my finger hovering over that launch button. Would I launch safely or explode into a fireball? It turned out that my shuttle had just enough power to allow an emergency landing on the planet's surface.
To zdumiewające, że udało ci się zaliczyć miękkie lądowanie po awaryjnym wyrzucie tak blisko egzosfery.
I wouldn't call what I did a soft landing, but thank you all the same.
Wyznaczę kurs na układ Cassiopeia.
Hold on. I don't know the exact location of my survival campsite. For that, we are going to have to head to Mast and see if we can get the information from my old friend, Admiral Logan.
Wyczuwał napięcie między tobą i admirałem Loganem.
Your instincts are right on target. Logan and I butted heads more than once during my time with the Navigator Corps. We've never seen eye to eye. Look, I hope this isn't asking too much. Last thing I want to do is drag you into some kind of personal crusade.
Twoje dobre samopoczucie jest dla mnie ważne.
That's why I'm desperate for your help. Truth is, I'm scared. When I set foot on Cassiopeia, I don't know if I'll be able to handle what I find. If I begin to fall apart, I need someone I can trust to hold me together.
Możesz na mnie liczyć.
I know you will. You've always been there when I've needed your help. Why you continue to support me, I'll never understand.
Ponieważ cię kocham, Sarah.
I don't know what to say. I've been so busy searching the stars for answers. I've overlooked what's been in front of me all this time. True love. Something I've seriously considered sharing with you for a long time. Just not ready. Not yet.
Już zbyt długo byłaś wobec siebie krytyczna, Saro.
You're right. I have. Hey, anyway, I've taken up enough of your time. I know you have a lot to do. I really appreciate your offer to visit Cassiopeia. Hopefully, it'll bring me the closure that I've needed for far too long.
O. Dobra, to działamy. Zacznijmy jednakże in memoriam, super. My musimy natomiast zająć się inną misją. Musimy dokończyć Kto sieje wiatr. Bo chcę, byśmy dzisiaj zakończyli wątek strażników. A jest to do zrobienia. No tu jesteś, ja cię szukam wszędzie, ja pierdzielę.
He tried to have you killed. I don't understand. Mr. Hope always seemed like such a good person. But everything he said about the farmers and hiring those mercenaries, it was so awful.
Hope był chciwym draniem, który przybrał przyjazną twarz.
No, you're wrong. That's not all he was. He always looked out for us, for his employees.
To nie usprawiedliwia tego, co zrobił.
No, of course not. But there was more to him than that. He had a genuinely good side, a caring side. And now he's... You killed him.
Nie zależało mi na zabiciu go.
Nobody should ever want that. Especially when it means killing someone who meant so much to so many people. What happens to us now?
Nie wiem, ale pamiętasz jak przed tym, jak zaczął do mnie strzelać, dosłownie ci groził, że zabierze ci pracę i nie tylko? Musi być jakiś zastępca prezesa.
That would be Elana Nwankwo. She seems pretty capable. Maybe we'll be okay after all. I guess we'll have to figure things out. Find a path forward.
Porozmawiaj z szeryfem Blake'iem. Okej, dobra, gdzie jest...
Well, hey there.
O,
You're back. Good to see you back safe, Deputy. What's the word on the mech factory? Were the mercenaries hiding out there?
to była kryjówka, zostali przeze mnie załatwieni.
Damn, you've got guts of steel. Did you find out why the first was taking over farms?
Ron Hope zatrudnił pierwszą, by zagarnąć ziemię farmerów.
What? Ron Hope? That's one hell of an accusation, Deputy.
Are you really that surprised? Hope's always had a reputation as a man who'd do anything to succeed.
He's on the damn council, Emma.
So he can make laws favorable to his business interests. Sure, he's known to look after his people, but do you really think he gives a damn about some farmers on Montara Luna?
Did Hope explain his motives at all?
Zaopatrował gospodarstwo eksperymentalny nawóz, zwiększąc wartość minową w glebie, zabijał uprawy.
That has a familiar ring to it.
I recall hearing about some Hope Tech initiative to help farmers. At the time, I just figured it was a PR stunt. Seems a little more sinister now.
Please, tell me you've got some evidence to back up these extraordinary claims.
To są instrukcje Hope'a dla Paxtona Halla.
All right, let's see what you've got. Interesting. Yeah, this is pretty damning. Especially this last bit about destroying the slate. And you confronted Hope about this?
Oni, jego ludzie, zaatakowali mnie, przeżył konfrontacji.
Damn. This is going to send shockwaves throughout the Free Star Collective. If the people can't trust their leaders, anarchy could follow.
Have a little faith, Daniel. We're not the United Colonies. One bad apple won't spoil the whole damn barrel.
Easy for you to say. You ain't the marshal.
Not yet, but you ain't gonna live forever, old man.
While we've got you here, there's one last piece of business to take care of. Emma, would you please?
With pleasure, Marshal. When you first joined us, I told you that you'd undergo an evaluation process. There's one thing left to do. A simple question. Do you feel ready to wear the badge of a full-fledged Freestar Ranger?
Byłby to dla mnie zaszczyt.
Good. Duty and honor are the backbone of the Freestar Rangers. Marshal, I approve the deputy for advancement to the rank of Ranger.
Thank you, Ranger Wilcox. In your time serving as a deputy, you've shown exceptional courage, fearless tenacity, and a high regard for the safety of our citizens. By the authority granted to me by the Council of Governors, I hereby promote you to the rank of Ranger. Here's your badge. Wear it with pride. But don't forget the solemn responsibility it represents.
Thanks to my own personal biases against the Freestar Collective, I was skeptical when you originally accepted the appointment. But seeing you in this moment, I have to admit that I am bloody proud of you. Well done.
Będę dążyć do tego, aby zasługiwać na ten tytuł.
I know you will, Ranger. Let's hear it for our new Ranger.
Well done. Way to go.
Congratulations!
Masz teraz pełne uprawnienia strażnika wolnych gwiazd. Swój własny statek, klasy Star Eagle. Ale fajnie. Ukończ zadanie Ktoś jej wiatr. Moi drodzy, super, ukończyliśmy wątek strażników. Coś pięknego. No teraz przed nami w takim razie tylko i wyłącznie, że jest jeszcze kilka rzeczy, które musimy zrobić. Na pewno zrobimy zadanie wątku Sary Morgan całe w kolejnym odcinku. No i jeszcze odwiedzimy ciekawą planetę, ale o tym powiem wam w kolejnych odcinkach, moi drodzy. Ten z kolei, mam nadzieję, pożegnacie kciukiem w górę. Nie zapomnijcie o subskrypcji, dzwoneczku, wtedy żaden film was nie ominie ode mnie. W tym odcinku to tyle. Mam nadzieję, że się wam podobało. Pamiętajcie, że moje odcinki powstają dzięki wsparciu patronu z Patronite'a. Link do niego macie na ekranie i poniżej. Moją stronkę, na której są top listy, mojego Instagrama, Facebooka i wszystkie inne fajne miejsca znajdziecie oczywiście w opisie. No i raz jeszcze pamiętajcie o kciuku w górę, bo to nic nie kosztuje, a bardzo, bardzo wspiera kanał. Dzięki za uwagę, moi drodzy, i do miłego usłyszenia.